Hello and welcome to another episode of Forts. Today we're going to be playing some ranked 1v1 against an opponent who I actually have no idea who it is. I mean, being honest here. Usually you can get some idea of who's playing because it's at the upper end. There's only a few players that usually play ranked, but I can't say I recognize this guy. But for now, let's just start off with something a bit slow. I'm going to be trying something a little bit different in terms of strategy. In fact, we're going to try something a little bit different in terms of this video. I did this once before and you guys liked it. This is actually recorded, or at least my voice is actually recorded after playing the game. So here I'm kind of like casting my own game, just loading it to see how it works out. But in terms of the strategy, it's something that you guys like to talk about. Is we're going to be playing it slow, and we're going to be focusing on fire beams. So we're going to have to rush up to the heavier weapons tech, and then not bring out a plasma laser so much as kind of burn the opponent down. And by slow, I know that seems like kind of counterintuitive, as rushing is slow, but we're going to be taking it real, what's the word that I want to use, safe. So just in case anything happens along the way, it's not going to be like a full sacrificial rush. We're not sacrificing anything. We're not losing anything. If they attack us at any point in time, it won't matter because we'll be protected from it. That's the idea of this build here. Slow, careful, methodical, and fire. Lots of fire. So right now, it looks like I'm just about to place my factory. Things have been not too eventful so far, which I suppose isn't too exciting. My opponent did manage to place the factory about 5 or so seconds before I did, which is okay by me. As if he's going for a plasma laser, which is fairly common, then my fire beam will finish way before his will. So now because I'm going for the fire beam, I actually have quite a lot of resources I can start spending, which means I can fortify everything, as well as get some nice turbine protections and all kinds of goodies. But at the moment, I'm trying out a different style for the turbine protections. It's just something I worked on a little bit. I'm going to show it off here real quick. Basically, it doesn't look all that different up until... Oops, I messed it up. Up until right about now, where we're building a place for sandbags. Definitely need to work on making that all nice and neat. Because of the placement in there, we can get our sandbags in front, and there's still a space for the energy shield, which we don't have to worry about right now. But we can get back to that later. Our opponent won't have plasma weapons for quite a few minutes, so we can worry about the energy shield when the time comes. But now, all I have to do is just armor up the front, make sure he can't pull anything out, although he's doesn't have any weapons placed. You see, he just placed the plasma laser right now. That's one thing I like about Spook for these casted games. It lets you guys see what exactly is going on here. And my fire beam's down. Notice my fire beam went down a few seconds after the plasma laser. And the fire beam built in about half the time as the plasma laser. So I'm gonna get the first shot off. I should be able to get the first 2 shots off, actually. And crush my opponent's plasma beam before he even gets a chance to fire it, before it even gets a chance to complete construction. If he doesn't have an energy shield around that during construction, which, pro tip, nobody does that, then he's gonna lose it, and then I'll be happy. All I need to make sure is that I've got things going strong. So at the moment, I've got wood in all fields, got an energy shield up, nothing is vulnerable. I could take a plasma beam hit from quite literally anywhere and be safe. As of a few seconds from now when that shield completes. Even if he manages to shoot at my fire beam, I've got a door there. Or I've got 3 doors there. Makes that problem real easy to solve. And this is something I've been toying with more. Taking the slower approach. Getting rid of those starting storages, moving them back. Allow me some extra play down the front. Because my opponent shooting at me with a sniper. Hitting where his turbine is. He actually hit my... Oh. So that's bad. That means he's going to have his plasma beam up. His plasma laser up before I can remove it. As while I did hit it with my fire beam, he removed my fire beam, so I can't finish it off. And his plasma beam isn't gonna burn down, which is real unfortunate. And you can see here he's building a workshop. So we could expect some other mortars or swarm missiles out of him. Something I'll have to deal with in a later time. That looked like he was building a placement to obscure some swarm missiles, and all I have to do is, yep, there's a plasma beam. And, well, no appreciable damage dealt. Yay! He's gonna need a lot more than a plasma laser to get through this. Now for me, all I have to worry about is making sure I can keep him suppressed, which I'll be doing with my own fire beam in a minute or so when that completes. At the moment, I'm gonna try going for some swarm missiles myself, because the best solution to dealing with a fire beam is an energy shield, and the best solution to dealing with an energy shield, swarm missiles. At the moment, I know he's placed swarm missiles. At least I knew that was going to happen long before I got the notification from Spook. With one shot here, I could remove his turbines, leaving him energy starved, slowing him down even more. Shouldn't expect a lot of heavy harassment out of that plasma beam now. Once my own factory workshop completes, I can place a swarm missile. I've got some AA in the form of machine gunners across the front. I can start firing at everything. And no more sniper for you. He does have some exposed weapons across the front, so I can remove those with my own machine gunners. Swarm missile goes down, and he's about to hit a pretty hard spiral here. You would have to get extremely lucky because, as we've already seen, there's at no point can he hit directly to actually destroy or significantly damage me with that plasma beam of his. All I have to do is start hitting him, bringing him down. I've got a pretty strong eco with 4 mines. I can proceed forward. He has no threats. And I've got fire on my side. Let's see what kind of damage we can do here. The second beam hits. And it survives. You can see him armoring up, or at least hear him armoring up anyways. That's lots more metal going down. In a few seconds, my swarm missiles will complete. He's got no AA. And I'm just burning through his bottom, making him spend all his resources. And there goes one of his storages. That's gonna hurt. He's placed an upgrade center, which means he's gonna be low on metal at the moment. All I have to do is keep things going strong. Swarm missiles just completed. You know what that means, boys? Time to deal some damage. I'm just gonna send them off here. I'll upgrade them to a warhead in a minute or two. That was a bad idea, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I did just there? He didn't have any AA. Don't give him AA. Don't shoot down your own missiles. That's not great. I highly recommend not doing that. It's not terribly good practice. And all I have to do now is wait. And my opponent leaves the game. I'm not a fan of people who do this, but I think we all knew that there was nothing he could do at this point aside from getting obscenely lucky. So let's move on to the next one. And we got a new player. New map actually. We'll be playing this one on Abyss. This map is a little bit different. Fire beam doesn't work so well here because there's not a whole lot of crushing damage you can deal just by penetrating things. But I'll try to give it a go here. Usually players tend to get a bit more aggressive on this map. You can see he's going for the armory, which is the more defensive option. I'm just keeping an eye on him, make sure he's not doing any shenanigans. It looks like he's gone down, which usually indicates they're going to go for swarm missiles, but clearly he's gone for the armory this time, which is, that's not swarm missiles. He's put a mine down there, so I could easily just take control of the top. That's worrying. You can see my opponent building giant wooden boxes out the top, which means he's either not good, or should I say inefficient, or he's going to be building some armory-based weapons. By armory-based weapons, I mean rockets, which is a fairly common weapon in this particular matchup, on this particular map. He's got a turbine up there already, which is nice. It's nice and exposed. This is going to be very difficult to protect that. He's not going for mines, which is interesting. It's another connection. He can build another mine there. So I'm probably gonna have to deal with rockets if he wants to do things here. I'm just gonna keep an eye on that, but for now I'll continue on my path. Yeah, there's the rocket. Alright, so I'm gonna have to change up my tactic here a bit, is he's not gonna let me... He's not... Well, I guess I'm not putting the sniper there, but he's not gonna let me actually tech up here. He's gonna just shut me down and do some damage all over the place. So if I can get this sniper out, I could snipe that EMP, unless he doesn't have it exposed, which is more likely he doesn't have it exposed, but I can see the background bracing there. In this case, I think I'm just going to switch over to mortars, as I've already got the workshop down. I've got some tech forts, I've got some mines, I've got a turbine, I can support these. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of protection against them. I should be able to just force him out of the game here if he doesn't change things real quick. Yeah, he changed that to background brace or foreground bracing, so I can't snipe that. All I have to do is remove his machine gun, and oh, that's the sniper. All I have to do is remove the machine gun, and do some damage. Yeah, there's not a whole lot for me to do here, other than take out his machine gun. There's the first EMP. All right, so the angle for this is about 30% to land on top of the core from this position. So that'll be nice on top, make sure he can't do any damage to that sniper if I can blow it up. My options here are to aim for the EMP or try to go straight for the core damage. If I could keep the core damage high, then he won't be able to place his machine gunners, because that's right now the only location where he can place machine gunners. Additionally, if I were to have my own machine gunners, I can suppress everything and just deal damage with the mortars. Incendiary mortars don't do much, but left unchecked, they can deal a lot. I didn't actually need to put that metal storage down, but I have a nasty habit of floating if I don't have more than 600 metal storage, which I'm doing right now, so that's a good reason for that. All I have to do is use his gunners. Oh, it looks like he's actually using the wooden door technique. That's where he replaces the background bracing with foreground bracing after every shot, which is APM intensive, but it still lets me shoot at things and leaves them quite vulnerable during the APM heavy moments. I'm gonna need some more turbines. I might as well eco up a bit here, because he's not doing a whole lot. At least not a whole lot of damage to me. I can keep him suppressed. I'd rather eco up here than go for the kill, because I suspect that he could just stop my aggression here. He's got the armory, he can build some flak. Or not. Or not! Alright, well, it looks like he's had enough of this. And for that is the end of this round. As always, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more Forts videos, leave a comment. Because, you know, I love interacting with you guys, and there's nothing I love more than responding to your comments. So, let me know, guys. I'll see you all next time.